Hi everyone, my name is Laura and I have been in the self-help field for 7 years now. Imagine a very shy 18-year-old doom scrolling through Instagram, finding someone who tells her that the life she's living at the moment can be optimized by 100%. She has finished school, she's deep down in studying at a university, and she doesn't really feel like she belongs anywhere. Welcome to my life and my story of how I got from that point to the point I am at the moment. I have started in 2018 and I have found someone who was about to publish a program, like an 8-week self-experience kind of course, online course, where it was all about finding energy, connecting to strangers, focusing on health, finance, relationships, spirituality. I just thought, this guy kind of really catches me. I do not have that many friends at the moment. I do feel kind of lonely. And, if life is about something else than this, which I definitely feel inside of me, why not try it? I booked myself onto this program. I must say it was life-changing. It was something that back in the day was perfect for me because it really got me out of my comfort zone. It connected me with people, with the same mindset. However, a lot of experiences that I made that weren't as good as maybe the first few months. And I am wondering if you're at a point where I am at the moment, where you feel like you have experienced some shit, but you've also experienced some amazing stuff, then please let me know. Starting off with my point number 1. Without action, knowledge is nothing. I started booking myself onto people's stuff, running through it, being really happy with like the end result, and then just standing at a point where I'm like, can I do it on my own? And I always felt like I wasn't able to. People are becoming dependent on the content they are consuming. It always felt like I didn't know enough. And I have met so many people in the process of going through all these things that were doing every single program that someone has released. People were not able to stand on their own 2 feet. And I was afraid to leave maybe some kind of safety community and like safety pattern that I was part of, because it has helped me. So especially in the beginning, that was a huge problem. The best thing that you can do is take action and it not being perfect. Coming on to my second point, self-development should not help you escape the world. It should help you learn to navigate it. Why is my timer blinking? I haven't filmed a video in ages. This is kind of making me... One of the great people I follow is Evie Pomporis, a former Secret Service agent, and she always says, like, you are not that special. And what tends to happen in certain areas is that people will make you feel like you are. At one point it's great because maybe you have had a really low self-confidence in your life. You have really struggled to make friends. You have really struggled to connect to people. And then there's someone coming up to you and just saying like, oh my God, you're special. We're all one. Let's conquer the world. Let's help people. I'm just saying, sometimes it becomes so self-focused that you kind of lose touch with reality. And I think that is something that is really dangerous. Every time a problem happens on the outside in your life, people tend to be like, okay, this has happened. Let me reflect on it. Okay, let me just pull back. It must have been me. It must have shown me something about my childhood. Maybe I should go into that, like thinking about the past. Should I do like my meditation techniques? What can I do? And that's not healthy. There will be problems coming up every single day of your life. Sometimes problems that are happening are there because you need to solve them within relationships, within connection to other people. And it won't help you pulling yourself back, going home, being like, sorry, I can't meet anyone today. I'm sitting down and doing like my self-love meditation. And this is why I'm saying it shouldn't help you, escape the world in a sense, but help you navigate it, helping you understand people, helping you navigate through your own emotions, helping you learn to communicate, helping you learn to understand yourself in the context of being around other people, of being in zones where potentially stuff could happen, because that is life. Point number 3, you are not better than anyone. And I repeat that, you are not better than anyone else who is not having the privilege booking themselves onto hundreds of seminars to find themselves. What I have experienced is that within some communities that I was part of, it felt like we were this elite club. I have noticed that especially in the beginning of my journey, when I met certain coaches that were promising stuff that they weren't able to fulfill, you were being told, oh, we are the best, like we're creating something here. Family might not understand, your friends might not understand, and it's okay to move on from these kind of people. I really want to make this clear. If you are in a toxic field of people who are constantly pulling you down, who are constantly criticizing you, even in like abusive relationships, please leave. I think it also happens a lot within like the spiritual bubble, where it is, you know, where it seems like people feel like they're enlightened. They have learned something. They have seen what else is out there. They have connected to a greater good. You look around, everyone else is just not awake. So what happens is that these kind of people split themselves from the rest of the world, and this is not what spirituality is about. Ego is great, but it has to be healthy, and it has to be reflected on, and it has to be integrated for it to be great. And ego becomes very toxic if you see people saying that they don't have an ego. I have actually written point number 4 out, so I'm just gonna read it. If you start feeling like you have to spend more money to be even better, get more recognition, have more success, and essentially be loved and accepted, you're on the wrong track. What I'm trying to say here is, if you cannot skip launch, if you cannot skip another podcast coming out, another book that an author releases, you have a problem, because you are dependent on getting that kind of maybe even hits, like dopamine hits, these kind of content hits, to have the feeling that you matter and that you are on the right path. What is actually happening though is that you don't trust yourself enough to be able to go your own way. I actually did a spiritual mentoring program, which I am very happy about that I did that. You know, that was one of the decisions that I actually loved for myself. And we learned some techniques that were only supposed to happen and to be maybe coached in once. Meaning, you help someone one time and let them go. I'm not saying that this is the right way, because I do think someone by your side guiding you through a different, process is amazing. I'm just saying I really like the view of it, because you don't want people to be dependent on you. And last but not least, the best field of learning and growing is life itself. And this kind of sums up everything that I have said before. Essentially, what has really helped me shaping myself into the person I am today was life, and was relationships, and annoying stuff that happened, and was me not getting what I wanted. So I'm asking the question, would there have been a different path to go onto than the one I have chosen? 100%. Do you have to go and buy yourself courses, over seminars, over online programs, and spend all that money? No, you do not have to. I have spent some shitload of money on things I did not use. I have learned my lessons. Right now I am doing basically 2 things. So I'm part of a yearly mentorship with having 2 calls a month, and then but a huge group thing. And I'm currently still doing a 6-week program that I just really love. It's just my thing, it's like a hobby. And I have found great people. I must say I'm rarely in contact with anyone anymore. Sometimes paths cross and you kind of vibe again, but then sometimes, life takes you a different way. But I'm still happy. I'm still glad I did it all. Like I said, leave your experiences in the comments if you want to. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I wish you a wonderful day.